Okay, announcements. February 26th, 2021 is a remote learning day for COVID-19 staff vaccinations. March 3rd, 2021 is a Business Advisory Council meeting, 1 p.m. at the Fairfield Freshman Auditorium. And March 4th, 2021 is a work session, 6:30 p.m., Fairfield High School, Catherine D. Milligan Community Room. Board member comments. Mrs. Shorter?
Well, thank you. Just brief comments. I'm just so overwhelmed and proud of the kids. The Fairfield for Change kids did a great job. So impressed with the, the awesome skill set that they have there. And thank you so much, Mrs. Gundrum, for your report. It's great to see what the kids are doing, from the little ones all the way up to our high schoolers. So impressed with what our basketball teams are doing. Just want to say congratulations to our guys and gals. Fairfield is doing big things. We're doing great things, and it's always good to hear. It's always good to hear. So regardless of how my day has gone, hearing these reports really does lift my spirits. Would like to ask for prayers for those in Houston. I have family members down there that are impacted with no power. And so just keep in mind that we're blessed here in Ohio. We have a good governor. We've got good infrastructure. We have great schools, and it's an honor to be here. In light of everything that's going on in the nation, it really makes you grateful. So, thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Gundrum?
I just want to thank again the students that were here tonight from Fairfield for Change. I meant what I said. I'm just always impressed every time that I have interacted with them. They exude leadership, and a lot of times, whether we're talking about adults or teenagers, they have big ideas, but they don't know what to do with them, and so they do nothing. And this is a group that they are tenacious. They have ideas. They want to put them in place, and they are finding the ways to do it. And I have no concerns about our future with leaders like that coming up in our community.
Thank you. Mr. Clark?
Yeah, echo that with the Fairfield for Change. Kudos to those young ladies. They're going to be outstanding leaders. It just blows me away. They're speaking talent in early juniors, so they will do great things. And also just to Mrs. Aug and the Advisory Council, the Business Advisory Council, I just encourage the community to get involved with that. There's 10 or 12, but there's always room for more, right? It's a great way. They meet, 4 times a year, I think. And it's just a great way to connect, meet other businesses, but connect the education personnel along with the community and things like that. So it's an outstanding way to stay connected with that. So thank you for leading that. And Ms. Shorter, this comment you made about the whole student, that is so important. I agree 1,000%. And with Ms. Lane, they don't get it up top. It's about the students, the whole student. And I think Fairfield does a great job with that, thanks to Billy and his team. It's more than just a learning. It's right now, especially, it's the life skills, it's the social aspect of it. It is the whole thing. So thank you for bringing that up, and thank you for the great work you do every month on bringing that information. And Mr. Birding, that is impressive. If that, I remember going to my grandparents used to live out that way, and I remember what that was not. To see what it is impressive, and what it will be is even more impressive. So that's exciting to hear. So. And you're right, all the students that do great things, you wouldn't have enough paper or time. And I know Ms. Gina is very busy putting that on Facebook. And I try to share as fast as you put it. But it's so great that we have the ability to do that, because we have outstanding students. And it's because of everyone, from the facilities, maintenance, to personnel, admin, everybody. So thank you all very much.
Okay, thank you.
As a parent.
Mr. Begley?
Certainly want to echo all the comments about Fairfield for Change. That anytime you have a student-led organization, that can be a bit of a wild card, but boy, they're in great hands, doing outstanding work, and I look forward to what's next for them. All of that, like everything else, amid a pandemic. So really doing some great work and not being held back. I want to thank Mr. Smith and the administration for pulling off the first of our 2 vaccine days. It went very, very smoothly. Just so excited for our teachers, staff, everyone involved, support, everyone to get their shots, and looking forward to the February 26th and hopefully the immunity that provides for everyone, and what that means for certainly Fairfield, but all districts, and getting kids back into schools across the state of Ohio and hopefully throughout the country. And I want to thank the City of Fairfield Snow Removal Department. They've just done a tremendous job. I'm sure they're all sleeping right now, but you know, what a week, but they did a tremendous job. We weren't in session, but not because of their efforts. Did tremendous work, so thank you for that. And hang in there. I think we'll be back in school tomorrow, right?
I think so.
Feeling good about that?
Could be the last one, you never know.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'd also like to thank the Fairfield Township road crews. So they did a good job. I know we only have 2 school buildings out there, but they did an excellent job as well. I know Mr. Smith drove the roads, and he commented that both the city and the township did an amazing job of doing their best, working around the clock at times. I do also want to say I was so very impressed with the young ladies that were here this evening presenting to us. It's difficult as a teen to step out of your comfort zone and, you know, try to organize a group of teens to do something, and for them to put that effort to such a great cause is tremendous. You know, we've always said how proud we are to be the Fairfield Indians, and now we've got a group that wants to put together a process of properly honoring those tribes that were here before we were. And so I look forward for all their efforts in the near future. And I just want to say thank you to Mr. Smith, because he's also taking over, well, at least part of Mr. Penny's jobs at this time, on top of the excellent work you're doing as a superintendent, taking over many of the business operations duties as well. So thank you for that.
I'd just like to thank everyone else on the team as well. It really is a group effort, and so I would like to recognize and thank our other team members as well for picking up the slack. We appreciate it.
And I do want to also thank Mr. Crapo for, while he was driving to the great unknown a few weeks ago, he had a conversation with myself and the Fairfield Township Youth Basketball League President, Keith Schaefer, to help us design a return-to-play plan to submit to the schools and to the health department so that Fairfield Township Youth Basketball can pick their season back up, well, start their season, I should say. It's a shortened season of 6 games, but it's great for those kids to be able to get out there and get some activity, enjoy themselves, and I just want to thank him for that guidance, and then also the custodial staff that has been there for us after practices and after games. You know, we're clear out the gym, wipe everything down, and get the next group of parents in, and the custodial staff has been more than accommodating, and so I would ask you to pass that along. So I don't know if you're, if that's your department right now or not.
No.
Please do. We are so pleased. And I will say that Mr. Woods is a product of the Fairfield Township Youth Basketball League. So I know that Logan played many years ago, and his father, Carl, also coached in our league. So congratulations to him.
That's great.
So that moves us on to the last item on the agenda, which is the need to recess to executive session to discuss the employment of public employees, ORC 121.22G1. Is there a motion to convene to executive session?
So moved.
I heard Mrs. Gundrum and Mrs. Shorter. Any questions or comments? I do not anticipate any action to follow executive session. Mrs. Lane, will you call the roll, please?
Mrs. Gundrum?
Yes.
Mrs. Shorter?
Yes.
Mr. Begley?
Yes.
Mr. Birding?
Yes.
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Motion passes. We will begin executive session at 7:58 PM. Thank you all very much.